Greetings, viewers. Welcome back to another JTS episode. Continuing on further to my last unboxing, two haul preview rather. I featured this box and its contents from Asahi Tools. I showed off some of the RevoWaves. Actually, I don't think I broke the wrapping, so that's the RevoWave series wrenches, and I think I already showed these guys here from their Lightool series. As a matter of fact, 2 videos ago I featured their midget combi wrenches. So if you haven't looked at that, take a look. Give a little bit of detail rundown on these guys, and along with a little bit of information about the company itself. Been around for 80 years now. They know a thing or two about making wrenches. Not just wrenches, but I think that's what they're primarily known for. They make some interesting products. What caught my attention in 2009 were their Lightool midget combination wrenches, and then after that was their from their same series, Lightool series, were these shallow offset DBEs, or double box end wrenches. So I started off with a few of the smaller sizes, and I fell in love with it. It was sort of like a love at first sight. I don't know if you guys follow my Instagram account. My last posting was about these guys here. So I've had these for practically 9 years, and they've been in good service. These are sort of my go-tos, the DBEs, as opposed to combination wrenches. These are sort of my go-tos. They just feel more comfortable to use in my hands. They provide a much greater purchase area compared to a combination wrench. Obviously the size is different here, but that curvature, just provides for more comfortable grip. So as you might be able to see right off the bat here, there's some yellow markings on some of them and some don't. The ones that don't have the yellow ink fillings is well, I guess it's an indicator for you guys. Those are the ones that are newly purchased ones. The yellow ones, I know these ones are slightly brighter in color, and that's because these were purchased 2-3 years ago. I featured them in a past video from that time. So yeah, I got the new ones to replace or to retire the ones that I were using previously, which were a smattering of American stuff, KD, from Danaher, Isco. Those will be going to the home box. I got them. I contemplated whether I wanted to get something else aside from Asahi. Stepping up to something really expensive like Nepros. But I didn't really see the need for it. I was happy with these guys. And I had a few already at the smaller sizes, so it was kind of just a matter of wanting to finish the collection. Well, I haven't really finished the collection. I do have a few more in the larger sizes that I don't have yet. But yeah, I've been, these are decent wrenches. I wouldn't say they are, exquisitely made, the best of the bunch. No, I wouldn't say so. But for the price, I think they are decent wrenches. There's more to choose from. Tone, KTC, from their standard lineup. Yeah, there's Asahi. There's some few obscure names that you guys may not be aware of. They also have some interesting wrenches such as this with a hooked end. This is a 21 mil, but Asahi being a industrial tool supplier, at least historically, this is in their smaller end. I think this goes all the way up to like probably 50, 60 millimeter. I bought this with an alignment, sorry, the primary use for this was obviously getting into an obstructed area for doing alignments on a certain BMW model. So these RevoWave series wrenches were released in 2009, and they received the Good Design Award. As you might be able to tell, they got this wave. I guess that's where the name comes from. It's part of the forging. They say it's for more comfortable grip when operating a wrench like this, but I've pointed this out before in the past on Garage Journal. I don't know if any of you guys are there, or rather if you viewers are part of the Garage Journal forum, Tools of Japan thread. I posted this, or mentioned rather, the feature. It's kind of a marketing thing in my opinion. I don't really operate my wrenches in this position, but of course that really depends on the user. So that pretty much completes, well, except for the larger ones. I think I already mentioned that. Oh yeah, some of these have the labeled Good Design, some don't. I'm not sure what the reasonings are behind some having them, some don't. Not really important though. But something perhaps I should mention regarding the quality or surface finish, or rather the grinding, particularly on the ring ends of these wrenches, not just from the DBE, not just the double box end wrenches, but pretty much overall. Here's an example here. Sorry, I'm not getting my point across here. The grinding on the ring ends. This is an example where they appear to be using some sort of a machinery that it's automated grinding feature at the manufacturing level, where the grinding is pretty much smooth, consistent across the surface there. But for some reason on their combination wrenches, as you might be able to see here, I just picked this one because it's the most pronounced. You can see that it's not quite even, and that appears to be because they are hand ground. Very analog thing to do at this day and age. So I just wanted to point that out to you guys. If quality of the surface, I shouldn't say surface, if something like that on the ring end not being completely smooth and consistent bugs you, then that is something to consider. But aside from that, the surface finish itself is very consistent, very nicely finished. Those what appears to be dings are probably from me double wrenching it. I know I've done it on these things. Initially when I bought these wrenches, the Lightool idea with these cutouts, I thought it might be, prone to flexing, but I've given my entire weight on these wrenches, and I don't think I noticed any discernible flexing or anything that would make me worry. So yeah, they're decent wrenches. They're not expensive compared to some other brands. Obviously we're not comparing with Asian imports from China or Taiwan, but if you're a Japanese tool fan, Asahi is definitely a contender, in my opinion. So yeah, what I want to talk about next is some of their other stuff that they make. Let's talk about CrossFit wrenches. These are in 3/8 drive, and they offer all the way up to 32 in a 3/8 drive, which is rather interesting. I don't think that's a very common thing. Hex keys is something that they make as well. They have some interesting features, such as this one. The bend, as you can tell, is a different axis, and that is to allow for working the tool in a narrower working range. We're working the fastener at a narrower working range than a conventional hex key. So it's something interesting that they've had for a while. Yeah, this is just a little overview of what they have. In terms of SAE sizes, they only have the AQX series. The rest are all metric, various length, sizes. And they also have this one here. It won a 2011 Good Design Award, and I believe at the time I also bought a few of these, and I quickly expanded to get their entire, I think it's their entire lineup, but the thing about it is that they have this Catcherball, is what they call it, spring-loaded, and it is designed to keep the fastener at the end of the tool. I did a video on this a few years ago featuring this exact tool. As a matter of fact, I do have them among some other ones from PB Swiss. This is my hex key set that I leave at work. I don't use hex keys very frequently, very infrequently, but I just wanted to, you never know when you might need it. This item here, by the way, is not a Asahi tool, but rather a item from Annex, 4mm hex key from Asahi with the Catcherball right there. And I do have a socket cap screw, just inserts like that with a nice snap, and it holds that fastener in damn well. So that's a handy feature if you're working in a recessed area. You don't have to hold the your fastener to get into that tight spot, whether it be horizontal or vertically. Yeah. And you got to use the speeder function to spin that fastener in nice and quickly. It might be a little gimmicky, but it is what it is. You may or may not like it. Just for reference, let's take a look at, compare this PB Swiss item here. This PB Swiss item is a part number 2212L. This is a 100 degrees? I think it was 100 degree offset to give you a little bit of clearance, knuckle clearance. And this is the Asahi tools. Why don't I slip this off so that I can show you that it is a genuine Asahi tools made in Japan product. From their AQK series, 10mm. Let's just do a quick comparison just to show you, the metal surface finish against what some would consider is perhaps the world's best hex key or hex tool manufacturer. So PB Swiss versus Asahi in terms of their machining on the ball end. Yep. So there we have it. I believe that is everything that I wanted to discuss with you guys today. my pretty much my entire Asahi tools that I have. Oh, I think I forgot this one. For any motorbike or bicycle mechanics out there, this might be of interest to you guys to keep your road box a little bit lighter in overall weight, because you can definitely feel it in their combination wrenches, the lightweightedness. All right, guys, I think that is it. 15 minutes, not too bad. I don't think I rambled on for too long. So in my next few episodes, I'll be talking more about my tool haul, and maybe I'll do a similar thing like this video where I bring out some of the things that I had from previous purchases, and sort of do a more like a review, a long-term review on the tools that I had from the past. Well, I hope you guys have a good day, evening, whatever it might be. Stay safe. Until next time, have a good one.